Question, sir.
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon.
അമ്മ കഴിക്കും, ഞാൻ വന്ന് കഴിച്ചോളാം.
Good evening, all.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Is there anyone else to join, or shall we start with the classes?
Good evening, good evening. Please start.
Yeah, good evening. I'll just share the screen and I'll just give an intro about this thing. Yeah, hope everyone are able to see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Good evening. This is Lieutenant Dr. Manoj Prabhakar. I'm here to just give an introduction about engineering graphics. So, an introduction to the language of engineers, because we engineers speak with the help of this subject named engineering graphics. So to start with, the engineering graphics is the universal language used by engineers and designers to communicate technical information through drawings, diagrams, and visual representation. Because why? Because if you want to make some product means first we should get the drawings. Then maybe it's a 2D drawing or a 3D drawing. Maybe we'll get a visual representative of it, and then we can just give process the production and other things. So first and foremost thing is drawing is very important. So it is used for communication purpose. That is conveys the design ideas clearly between the engineers, designers, and the manufacturers worldwide. So this particular thing is very important. Why? Because you might have a number of ideas, but to to communicate with the other people means the you should have some means. So this is the main thing where engineers spread their ideas through these drawings. So we have a number of standards to be followed here. So Bureau of Indian Standard ISO is there, ensuring consistent across industries and countries. Why? Because few industries have different types of standards. So if you have anything, you can just ask in between, or else I'll just proceed with the classes. Okay, fine. The foundation for this particular thing is it is mainly for the mechanical engineers, civil engineers, electrical and electronic engineers. So where mechanical engineers use the CAD drawings for manufacturing the products or designing the products, or if suppose an automobile industry, if you want to make some modification, they use these kinds of drawings. Whereas civil engineers use for building constructions, BIM, and other kind of applications. Electrical engineers use for different purposes, wiring and other things, because nowadays MEP, mechanical, electrical, plumbing is getting into wider field. So this is the main thing. What is engineering graphics about? Now, the drawing tools. Earlier, it was manual drawing. So you need to have some drawing boards. Mini drafter was there, and different types of manual instruments we used. Still, people are using for better convenience, because if you go with the system using CAD softwares and other softwares, that will be complicated. So better to have a manual drawing. That is much better. Still, people are using. So this is the main thing where they use for mini drafters were one thing main for drawing purpose. The drawing board is there, set squares, compass, dividers, French curves, the drawing scales, and the protractor. So these are the drawing instruments and the tools used for the drawing purpose. Now, next, the main thing is coming into the different types of pencils. So if you see there manual drawing, obviously you should have different types of, because artists, we have seen artists using different kinds of pencils, but whereas engineers, you should know how to draw the drawings. So the main and foremost things, as far as I know, people will mainly be using these three pencils: H pencil, HB pencil, and the 2H pencil. So these three are more than enough. So if you go on the right side, it is on the soft softer side, and if you go on the left side, it is the harder side. So the main thing, H is used for drawing purpose, HB is used for markings, dimensions, and other things. 2H pencil is used for the hidden lines or shading part and other things. So the main and foremost things used here at the end, maybe I'll share the PPT with the group. They'll share in the group if required. So you need not to note it down or anything. You kindly listen, that is more than enough. So the three pencils used for drawing purposes: the H pencil, HB pencil, and the 2H pencils. So these three are the main pencils used for our drawing purposes. So H is for what? Hard pencils used for construction lines, dimension lines, and everything. HB pencil, general purpose. So writing visible, and the 2H pencil. So this is mainly used for border lines, title blocks, and other things. Maybe this is available in market. B pencils are rare, so better we can go with H, HB, and 2H. So these three are more than enough. Now, as you know, what are the different types of pencils? Next is different types of lines you must know. So before getting into I don't want to get in depth, so I'll go very slowly with the concepts. Then you can just go into the steps. So the types of lines in engineering drawing. So the first one, foremost thing, is the continuous thick visible outline. So wherever you draw, you should use this. So you might ask which pencil to be used. Means for this purpose, we'll use HB pencil. Now, continuous thin line. So dimension purpose, projection, other things, you can use your 2H pencil and other things. So shorter dashes, these are the hidden lines. If suppose any object is shown as hidden, so we should represent it with the help of this particular lines. Now, the chain or the center line, the axis line. The center axis line of any kind of drawing, you should represent it with this type of drawing. Now, the chain thick for any cutting plane, in case if you have any cutting plane, suppose a solid model is there, you are telling that one part of the solid is cut, means so you'll represent with this help of the chain cut thick, that is cutting plane. Now, continuous thin, that is break line. So you have a break line, means you will be representing with this help of these short dotted lines. So these are the different types of lines being used in the engineering graphics. So hope everyone are clear with the pencils what we have used. That is the H pencil, HB, and the 2H pencils, and the different types of lines. So if you're familiar with this one, now we are going into the drawing sheets. So what are the different types of sheets used by the engineers? So earlier we have, since we have drawn it manually, we have these kinds of sheets. So the A0 sheets, and if you just fold it out into two halves, it is A1 size. So A0 is, the dimension is given here, 841 by 1189. The dimension are in mm. So this is the large drawings where you have something called the blueprints and other things. For government papers and other things, you'll be using so-called blueprints. So they'll be using this A0 size sheets. Next, we have the A1 sheets. So just half of it, you can just see the dimensions are given. So assembly drawings, if you have n number of assembly drawings should be the, suppose manufacturing a car means, so different types of assembly should be done. Just like that, you can just can't draw. So the tire size is there, the front side or the rear side or the side windows or mirrors or whatever it is, you have different types of assembly. So you'll be using A1 size sheet. Next, if you see the A2 size, normally for engineers as students, we provide only A3 sheets for drawing purpose and for understanding purpose. A0 is for not for drawing but for mainly documentation, other things. So the main and foremost thing as engineers we use is the A3 drawings. That is more than enough for studying purpose and other things. A1, A2 are for construction purpose and other things for mainly for drawing purpose. So this is the way you will have a so-called title box in a drawing sheets. So you should draw margin, the name, date, sign. In each and every sheet you should have your name in that, the date, and everything should be there, because day by day some modification has to be done in order for manufacturing purpose. So for that reason, they'll just number the sheet as well as title. Everything is very important in that sheet, because based on the sheets only your production will be carried out. So these are the dimensions given. The left margin you should have 25 mm for binding purpose. Top right and bottom you should have 10 mm each, and border lines drawn in 0.7 mm. This for binding, or you can just either punch with the help of a punching, you can just file it, or for binding. So the left side margin alone should be of 25 mm. So the remaining sides, all the remaining three sides, you can have 10 mm each. That is more than enough. Now the geometric shapes, and yeah, if you have any doubts, you can just ask. Am I fast or I'm just normal with the drawings?
Can you please go to the previous slide number, previous slide.
Yeah.
No, not like that. The drawing size A0,
Yeah.
A1, A2. Please explain once again.
So
Sorry.
yeah, no issues. The A0 size is for the blueprint kind of purpose. So those sheets will be used for them alone. So that is the large size sheet used for drawing purpose. So that is the main thing used for so-called blueprints, or civil engineers for constructing any drawings, any house construction. You'll be using the A0 size sheets. So just half of it, the remaining A1 size is the second, the assembly drawings. If you have n number of drawings are there, that is for a single representative. For a house means you'll have different kinds of rooms. That is hall. Yeah, you should have a hall separate drawing, and the bedroom separate drawing, and veranda, portico, whatever it is. Likewise, you'll have different drawings. So you'll just assemble all the drawings into this one. So this is the A1 size, and general engineering drawings. So you'll be using A2 sheets, but mainly we'll be using only the A3 sheets for drawing purpose, because you'll have all the details, all the component drawings. So for drawing purpose, we use only A3 sheets. We provide the students with only A3 sheets for drawing purpose. That is more than enough for them to understand the drawings and other things. And A4, it is for documentation purpose only. We are not using for drawing purpose. So A3 sheets are the main sheets for drawing purpose.
Sorry, I can explain my experience. We are in the SCICO, Saudi Electricity Board side,
Yes.
contractor side.
Okay.
Normally, we are using for that A1 size and A3 size, A4 size is as a documentation. The drawing we are using mostly at site, the purpose A1 and A3. We are not using for A0 or A3. Sorry, A2.
Okay.
We are using A1 and A4. A4 for documentation, A1 for the drawing, general drawing, the assembly drawing.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Please go ahead next. Thank you so much.
And this is the different shapes. Maybe we can just, once the drawing is going on, we can just get into that one. Construction of all these things, shapes and other things are there. So Next, the main thing here is the orthographic projection. First and foremost thing to be known is the first angle projection and the third angle projections. And we in India, we are using only the first angle projections. So where the object is placed in the first quadrant, and the main thing here is object is placed between the observer and the plane. So the only difference between first angle and third angle projection is the object is placed between the observer and the plane in the first angle projection, whereas in the third angle projection the plane is between the observer and the objects. So the only thing here is you'll have the front view, top view and side view. This is the only things. So front view, top view and side view. So if you see here, these are the different views where you'll have. So based on the projections, I'll just go with the other side for projection purpose alone. So the 4 quadrants are there. The first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and the fourth quadrant. So the first and foremost difference you should know between the first angle project, because if you know this one, you can just proceed further with the drawings and other things. So in India and Europe, we'll be using the first angle projection, whereas the USA, Canada, and Australia people are using third angle. So if I'm not sure, in Saudi, you are using which angle projections are?
First angle projection.
First angle.
Similar to
Okay.
India and Europe.
Okay, fine. Then we are using with the first angle only, where the object position placed in the first quadrant and the observer is placed, that is, the object is placed in between the observer and the plane, where in the third angle, the plane is placed in between the observer and the object. So the top view location will be below the front view. I'll just show a simple representative of it. So this is the so-called first angle projection. So the object is there, the observer is there, and the views are here, the front view and the top view. So if you see here, the front view on the drawing sheet, you will have a front view here in the center, and below that one you will have the top view, and on the right hand side you will have the left side view, whereas on the left hand side you will have the right side view. So this is the only difference, where if you see in the third angle projection, in the front view will be here and the top view will be above that one, and on the right hand side you'll have the same right side view, and the left hand side you'll have the left side view only. But we follow only the first angle projection, so this is much better for you, convenience for you to understand the drawing, so that you can just proceed further.
Okay.
Is everyone clear with this one?
For me, it is clear. You may please ask.
Maybe others, if you are having any doubts, because this is the main thing to know, because once we know this one, you can just proceed further with the drawings and other things. So front view, whatever you see, so maybe I'll give you a simple example for you to understand purpose. Now a simple drawing is there. Now the arrow mark is given. So this is the front view, the given. So draw the orthographic projection means, so you should draw the 3 projections, that is the front view, top view and the side view. So whichever side is visible for you. So in this particular drawing, you see this arrow mark shows that this shows the front view. This is the front view. So the top view will be from the top, and left side view, if you see here which side is visible, for us it is clearly shown that the left side is visible. If you see in the drawing, the left side is visible. So where will be that left side drawing? Will be on the right side. So if you just have a view of this drawing, I'll show the answers for this one so that it will be familiar. So for this particular drawing, the front view is here, your so-called left side view is here, and the top view is from the top. So for this particular basic drawing, if you see, the answer will be like this. That is, the front view, whatever was visible in the front view, if you see here, whatever was visible here, that is this 30 mm, this 30 mm, and remaining 70 mm. If you see here, that will be visible here. That is this 30 mm plus this 30 mm and this 70 mm. So this particular projection is there, which is visible in the front view. If you see here, this particular cut portion, so this is visible in the front view. So it will be like this. If you see here, for this particular drawing, if you see here clearly, now the left side view. Next, we'll come with the left side view. Left side view, you'll have this box, that is this 50 mm plus this 25 mm. Next, this 50 mm again 25 mm. Next, this 50 mm again 15 mm. So if you see here, the three box will be there. First 25 mm, next 25 mm, next 15 and 15. So it is clearly shown this is the left side view. Now if you see here, actually this is the right side view. This is that is the left side view, which is on the right side portion. So because we are using the first angle projection, so we are drawing the left side view on the right side of the sheet, drawing sheet. Next, if you see here, for this particular drawing, you should have your top view. So top view, if you see, whatever is visible from the top, so you have to draw that one. In this one, you'll have few hidden lines. As I told, hidden lines and other things you should represent it with different types of shades. So if you see here, this dotted line on the side view is dotted, which is not visible in the side view. Similarly, from the top view, you see this cut portion is there. So that is shown in means of dotted. So that means that is a hidden line. So the basic drawing consists of the front view, top view, and the side view. If you see here, for drawing purpose, we just show one side of the view. That is more than enough, because if we see here in this particular drawing, now whichever view is clearly visible for you. So if you see here, front view is visible, top view is visible, and the left side view is clearly visible, because the maximum portion of the drawing is visible in the left side. So for that reason, if you draw the left side view, that is more than enough. Maybe if you proceed further, whichever view is visible, based on that, you'll draw that alone. That is more than enough for you to understanding purpose. So any doubts in this particular drawing? If you have any doubts, you can just get it cleared now, because I gave a
But
basic
if
example.
I understand well on behalf of others, in the first angle position, we can represent which is hiding. This is the right side. This is called a left side view. And the left side view actually it's represent for right side view, front view and elevation. I mean top view.
Yes.
I understand that for me the first angle position we are using here first angle positions
Yes,
India
yes.
and Europe,
Yes.
especially Middle East. USA and Canada they are using the third angle position, which is we are not using. This is what I'm understanding from you.
Yes, definitely. Because if you see that one, the left side view, you'll be drawing in the left side itself. If you see here in this part of sheet, the left side, this should come this side.
This
If
side.
you are going with USA, Canada, and other things. But
Yeah.
India and Europe will be, front view will be there, top view will, that is what I showed in this particular slide.
Okay, clear. For me, it's clear.
Clearly, front view will be here. The top view will be below the front view on the sheet, and the left side will be on the right. The left side view will be on the right side, and the right side view will be on the left side.
Left side. Okay.
So, others, any doubts with this particular drawing? I just gave a simple basic drawing for understanding purpose. Clear with this, others?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you have any doubts, you can just get it cleared, or you can just proceed further.
For me, please proceed further.
Okay. Others, there are different types of views. Now, what I've shown this particular drawing is the orthographic view. Orthographic view is with the different types of angles. That is the front view, top view, side view, all these things. So similarly, isometric projections are there. If in drawings means you'll have different types of projections. So what we have seen here is the orthographic projection, where you'll have the first angle projection and the third angle projection. Similarly, isometric projection, where both the sides will be, that is the 3D view. What we have seen a 3D picture. So the 30-degree to horizontal one and the vertical one. So if you have drawing is tilted on the 30-degree on the both the sides, so that we call it as a isometric projection. Similarly, you'll have so-called perspective projections. So once going further, we can just understand with this one. Now, as of now, if you are able to understand the orthographic view, and the different types of views, that is more than enough. Clear, everyone? Any doubts in this one now?
For me, this one is no doubt. The next slide, what you explained, the
Ah,
views. Can you please?
isometric.
Yeah.
Isometric.
Can you please?
So once we go with the drawings, you'll understand. I just wanted to tell
Okay.
which are the different projections available. Being the first class, I just wanted to just tell with different projection. Maybe with the drawings, you can just understand clearly with what is carried out.
Okay, sir.
Ora.
Please.
എന്തുകൊണ്ടത് അതല്ല അത് ഫ്രണ്ടിലേക്ക് വെച്ചോ
And this is a simple thing why Indians do follow the first angle projection because all the universities, Indian universities, are using only this one. So this is a simple thing, consistency in industry, because they are able to easily understand. Because if you see on the left side view, if it is on the right hand side, it is much understandable. For that reason only, we follow this first angle projection for understanding purpose. So if you see, for representation purpose, they'll just show this kind of things. So first angle projection, third angle projection, in the drawing sheet you'll be mentioning all these things. I hope everyone are able to see this one.
Yes, we are seeing, but normally in the Middle East we are using here.
Yes, sir. You are using first angle, or you are using first angle, right, sir?
First angle projection and the third angle projection.
Yes, sir.
Third angle projection is mostly in the abroad materials, which is USA and the Canada materials. In the code,
Yes, sir.
they are using ANSI code.
Yes, sir.
Most of the certificate, the ISO certificate and the code, BIS code, we are using the material which is we imported from Europe and UK and the Middle East, some China or something we are using.
Okay,
But
sir.
mostly we are receiving the code, ANSI code in the documentation.
Okay. Oh, standards. Okay, you'll be
Standards,
using
standards
ANSI
they are
codes.
using
Okay,
ANSI standards.
okay. But mainly here in India and other things, we'll be using the ISO standard.
India is ISO.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
So shall I start with a simple drawing for understanding purpose? You can start drawing, or being the first class, we'll just see the basics alone. Maybe one or two drawings, you can just try it on your own so that I can just give the drawings.
Please.
Maybe being the first class, you just, if you are having a paper and pencil, maybe you can just try this itself as an exercise purpose. Because the front view is there, I have given the question. So based on your understanding, you can just, without me sharing the answer, you can just show this alone. Maybe for this alone, you can just have a practice. Because me telling theoretically, because being the drawing subject, you should have hands-on training. So for that particular thing, you can just try this diagram itself.
Okay, we can take it copy or screenshot.
Yes, sir. Please try it, and you can just have a practice so that for understanding purpose, you can just. I'll give you after the classes. I'll give you a few exercise problem. Now we can just alone. Maybe I'll just give the YouTube links for all the understanding purpose for orthographic views and different things. I'll just share the links and everything. Now for this particular, now you can just give a basic try of this particular drawing alone. You can just draw rough freehand sketches more than enough. You need not use any other drawing instruments. So based on your understanding, you can just try this question alone.
Sure.
Others kindly respond so that you can just give a kickstart with this simple drawing. So the arrow mark shown is the front view. So the question is, draw the orthographic projection. So you should draw the front view as well as the top view as well as the side view. Because being the drawing class, I just wanted everyone to just have a start with the simple drawing. So whichever is visible, you can just show in normal lines. Whichever is not visible, invisible lines, you can show in dotted lines. So the arrow mark indicates front view. So as I told, we Indians, that is in the Asian countries, we are following the first angle projection. So front view will be on the center of the sheet, top view will be below the front view, and left side view will be on the right hand side, and right side view will be on the left hand side. So in this drawing, whichever is visible, that is the maximum portion of the drawing is visible in the left hand side. So you will be drawing the left hand side of the drawing, but you should draw it on the right hand side of the page. So front view, and below that you'll have the top view, and on the right hand side you'll have the left hand side view. And people, are you trying it? Just draw the
Yeah,
rough sketch. Just you can go with the freehand sketch. That is more than enough for the introduction class. I hope everyone have tried.
Yes, sir.
I tried.
Okay, I'll just show the answer. You can just cross check with your answers. Because the main thing here is about understanding purpose. That is more than enough. Hope you have got the perfect answers, or any doubts you can just get it cleared now. This is the dotted lines on the left side view. Similarly, on the top view, this particular cut portion, this is the cut portion which is visible in the front view and the side view, but not visible in the top view. For that reason, we have shown in the dotted lines. And this is the way to show the dimensions. So this is of the lighter shade. If you see here, the different, I told you should you'll be using different shades of pencils. So this particular thing, so H pencil, HB pencil are used for drawing and other things, marking purpose. Dimension line, 2H pencil, shaded lines and other things, dotted lines, visible. This is invisible lines. Sorry, invisible portion we have shown in this dotted lines. So this is the way to show your dimensions, and this is the way to represent in A3 sheet or a drawing sheet, where the front view will be here, top view will be below that one, and the left side view will be on the right hand side. So you might ask, where is the side view or right side view? Because in this drawing, maximum portion is visible in the left hand side. So for that reason, we have drawn alone the left side view. That is more than enough for you to understand 3D into just converting a 3D drawing into a 2D drawing. So this is the construction of a 3D drawing into a 2D drawing. I hope everyone are clear with these drawings.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Maybe I'll just I'll give you few exercise problems, because this is the main thing. To start with, we have only option of understanding purpose. So orthographic views are there for understanding purpose. So I'll give you few drawings. You can just try with this one. That is the dotted portion and other things. Then we can just proceed further, because being the first class, before that, if you have any doubts, you can just get it cleared now, because our motto is to just be familiar with the orthographic views. Because once you understand this one, we can just get into the syllabus and drawing and other things. If you have any doubts, you can just get it clear now with this particular drawing, or any other things to be understand. You can just get it clear now. Yeah, people, am I audible?
Yes, yes, audible.
Yes, yes.
You
Yes,
can
sir.
just kindly share if you have any doubts. I'll just explain, or you can just, I'll just give few exercise drawings alone. Because one basic drawing, if you have understood, remaining things will be much easy for you. So until here, if you have any doubts, you can just get it clear now.
So I have no doubt for that.
Yeah, you're perfect, sir. Others, maybe you can just, if you have any doubts, because others, if you have understood, well and good, I'm very happy, so that I can just give a few exercise drawings, so that you can just have a practice.
Yeah.
Because for introduction, this is more than enough, I guess, because knowing the views, this is the main thing, knowing the views, and as well as the sheets to be used for drawing purpose, and the lines, different types of lines, what you are going to use in engineering drawing.
Can
And
you please
similarly,
provide, sir, can you please provide this presentation to us?
definitely, sir.
So we can store as a class number one.
Yeah. If definitely, I'll share all the PPTs once the class is over. I'll
Okay.
tell the people to share with you, and I'll tell them to share the exercise drawings also.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
I hope everyone are clear with the introduction part, because being the first class, I don't want to go in depth. If you have understood, well and good, I'm very happy with this
But
one.
if you go depth, I have no issue. You can ask
No
me.
issues for you, sir. Maybe I'll just give you practice, because once we are familiar with the practice drawings, then everything will be very simple in this one. Because few cut portions are there, few circles will be there, and few other things will be there. So for that particular thing alone, you'll have things. So once you're familiar with those things, you can just proceed further with the in-depth. Others, everyone are clear with this one?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Hi, sir.
Perfect then. Perfect
Yes,
then.
sir.
If you have understood, well and good, sir. As you told, I'll share the PPTs. I'll share the exercise drawings, because introduction class, this is more than enough, I guess, for you to understand what is engineering drawing, engineering graphics, or whatever it is. Few call it as engineering drawing, few call it as engineering graphics. So both are the same. So introduction part, this is more than enough for you to understand. Maybe if in later classes, I'll tell you how to construct a line, different types of lines and other things. So first class, I just wanted everyone to be familiar with this particular thing alone. What understanding the views, first angle and third angle, and how to draw a simple figure with the help of that is converting a 3D figure into a 2D figure. So this is more than enough in the first class. So if you have clear, I think I am done with the class, sir. Introduction class. I'll just share the exercise drawings with the persons and they'll just connect with you, sir.
Thank
I'll
you so
share
much,
the
sir.
PPTs
Thank you
also.
so much. Thank you so much for your introduction class. Is very well. I appreciate it.
Thank you,
Next
sir.
class,
Others?
if you go, in the next class, if you go the deep, appreciated, sir.
Definitely, sir, definitely. Because being the introduction class, I don't want to just, because few might be familiar, so you'll understand very clearly. Others will be, so for that reason alone, I just don't want to proceed further. From next class, we can just go drawing by drawing. If you have understood this one, maybe other classes will be very easy to move on.
Where I'm expecting from you the more than
Yeah,
that.
definitely, sir. Definitely. You'll get to know more, sir. Maybe I'll get to know few from you also, sir. You can share your valid views also.
Sure, sir. We are sharing each other.
Oh, definitely, sir. It should not be a one-way conversation.
Yeah. Always.
sir.
Learning is his ocean. This is the most
Yes, sir.
important for us.
Yes, sir. So, anyways, thanks everyone for patient listening of the basic introduction class. I'll share the PPT, sir. You'll
Okay,
be
sir.
receiving soon, and I'll share the few exercise drawings so that
Okay, sir. Appreciate it.
you can just before coming for the next class, you should be drawing the answers. That is the front view, top view, side view, whichever side is visible, you should have. I'll just give 5 simple drawings, and I need the answers for the same in
Sure,
the
sir.
next
Sure.
class.
Okay, sir. Sure.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Sure.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
everyone.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, thank
Okay,
you.
Okay,
everyone.
thank you.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.